What's up, y'all? I know some of y'all got notifications in your sub boxes. You're like, what the heck? Clutch is uploading to YouTube again? I am. How y'all doing? Hope you all been well. It's been since May 30th since I last uploaded a video, but it's good to be back. A lot has changed since May 30th. A lot has changed. I know the world's pretty crazy out there right now, but graduated college and, well, just can't really find any full-time work. COVID and everything else with budgets and all that such, just having a tough time. So I thought to myself, and I was like, you know what? I should start making content more. Maybe I should go full-time. So here we are. We're attempting this full-time gig. We announced it yesterday on Twitter. Appreciate all the support yesterday. That was phenomenal to see. It made me really smile, and you know what? I hope I don't regret this. And you know, biggest thing is just taking a step forward and giving it a try. I've always wondered what it'd be like to do content creation full-time, but it's always been a hobby. But today this changes. So be on the lookout. Obviously, more uploads all over, streams, you name it. I don't have a schedule yet set up. I'm just getting my feet wet, getting used to editing again and all that fun stuff. But enough of that. You're probably wondering what the heck today's video is about. Today's video is going to be about why MLB The Show 21 needs to have theme building perks or bonuses in the game in MLB The Show 21. So sit back, relax, pop a water. I don't know. I got a gallon water I'm drinking. Maybe a fruit smoothie, you know, pretty good here actually. Strawberry banana with a little bit of mango pineapple. Delectable. Anyways, so you're asking, Clutch, this is a brilliant idea. Doesn't Madden have theme teams? Well, you know what? Madden does have theme teams. That's one thing that Madden content does very, very well is theme teams. They know people like to build teams around their favorite team. And some of those favorite teams, they don't always have the best players at every position. That's the one downside of not using your God Squad. Your favorite team doesn't have a 99 at every position, unfortunately. So how can you go into a ranked playlist or play against your friends and be somewhat even match or just have a little bit more advantage when you do team building? And that comes in with theme building, team chemistries, you name that. Now, I know a lot of y'all are going to say, oh, Madden's such a pay-to-grab win game. You know, I know it is. Let MLB The Show figure out their own ways of doing it. They've done so good with no money spent or very little money spent. So I got an idea of how it should go through, and we're going to kind of cover that. But you can kind of see here in the video the way Madden does it. The amount of players on the team with the Seahawks or with the Seahawks chemistry or your favorite team's chemistry allows them for bonuses and different rewards. So in Madden, the max players you can have on a team is 50. So if you get 50 Seattle Seahawks players like it shows right here, you get a ton of bonuses, a ton of good stuff for your team that just gives you a little bit of stats and a little bit of extra. Well, hopefully we can implement this into MLB The Show. So where if you have 25 Seattle Mariners fan right here, even though I have Seahawks sweatshirt on, Seattle Mariners, you get a pretty good bonus in stats. Because I tell you what, my Seattle Mariners team, that bullpen, oh, it is looking terrible. Minus 99 Goose Gossage right now. And I don't even have them. I didn't do the event. And I don't have a million stubs right now. So the idea behind this is pretty simple. You collect Mariners cards, put them together, you get bonuses. You get bonuses for every certain amount of cards you have, up to 25, and then you get a bonus at the end. It's simple, really easy to, I would think, easy to implement into the game. So yeah, so this is where I think it would fit best for where we put the team chemistry. Obviously, I photoshopped that. That's not in the game. This is not a future MLB The Show 21 feature. This is something I made, and it's pretty poor Photoshop. But you know what? It took me like an hour and a half to make that thing. Don't ask me why or how, but I did it. Anyways, so this is the kind of thought we have behind the team chemistry. Obviously, it's going to change. You can pick your team what you're going to do. If it's Seattle Mariners, Yankees, Red Sox, you name it right there. Right there, you can see the different tiers. So obviously, tier 1 through 3 is active right now since we have 8 Seattle Mariner players or current or former Seattle Mariner players on there. Total 8 out of 25. And then the other tiers tell you how many players you need to get the bonuses. So tier 4 would be 10 players, tier 5 would be 13, tier 6 would be 16, tier 7 would be 20, and tier 8 would be the last tier, and that would be the max. And so as you're going through these tiers right here, you would be adding these stats to the +1 contact on both sides of the play, +1 power, +1 vision. So all of a sudden, if you get tier 4, you have +4 contact, +5 power, +3 vision, and so on. So you kind of get that idea in there. And so if you have a bad team, so say your bullpen is pretty poor, you know, all of a sudden, you know, some of the bronzes or like high bronzes, low silvers, whatever, if you're getting your +1 hits per 9, +2 walks per 9, You know, you're getting some extra break in there, some extra velocity in some of your pitchers. All of a sudden, you got a little bit better of a bullpen, maybe a little bit more doable. Honestly, like these numbers I put here are just filler numbers. They're not really set to a scale right now. It's just some numbers of some ideas of stats that could be upgraded for your team as you get more team chemistries, theme teams in there. Now with this too, Madden has team chemistries where you have a lot of different, you have like pass and run defense. I mean, there's so many, like play action. I don't know everything. I'm not a big Madden player, but they have a lot of those team chemistries too. You can kind of implement something like this as well, where you have certain players have certain abilities, like a Ricky Henderson right here, for example. He's like speed, contact. You know, if you get like 10, 15 of those guys speed, contact, maybe you get like a little power boost, some other stat boosts. So this way, if you're getting, you can kind of build theme teams around certain themes. It doesn't just have to be the Seattle Mariners. It could be a power team. It could be a contact team, vision team, stuff like that. And each card usually would have like 2 different chemistries. Now, how would we implement the chemistries? Well, I still think stubs is like the great universal currency. We don't need to have different currencies in MLB The Show. I think they did a good job with stubs. I think you just have to spend stubs on the cards, and you could get these these other chemistries on there if you want to do like a, you know, say a contact and pitch, contact and vision team or something like that. Something, I don't know, something easy like that. Very simple. Same with pitching too. Maybe, you know, you get a bunch of fireballers that have really bad control. You get like a Chapman, you get yourself a Jordan Hicks, and then if you get a bunch of these super high velocity with low control, maybe you get like a control bonus up there and everything like that. Madden 21 just updated. Sick. So, I mean, theme teams would be more viable early on in the year as well if we were to get these themes out here and everything like that. So hopefully something like this gets implemented in MLB The Show 21 or down the road, because that'd be great, and just expands that team building aspect. So the only team building aspect you really have right now is like events. You can, you know, you're kind of limited to certain cards, or if you're really late in the season, you want to start building your all-time team builds or whatever like that. So maybe earlier in the season we can get some more of those all-time team builds going, and just a more versatile roster and in different games. So this is the idea I had. It's obviously came over from Madden, but you know what? I feel like something like this could be implemented in MLB The Show. I know FIFA has something like that. So I hope that MLB The Show does get some sort of chemistries. And you can even add coaches in here. You know, you could add coach cards. You could have a Lou Piniella in there, or a Bob Melvin. I don't know, those 2 former Mariner coaches that just came to my head. And that gives like an overall stat bonus to your team. Say, you know, Lou Piniella adds like +2 to every stat, something like that. That'd be kind of fun to see that. So that's kind of my thoughts. And just keep this at one currency, the stubs only. We don't need Microsoft points or EA bucks or whatever the hell it's called, EA points, all that stuff. Just keep it at stubs. Be like, hey, I want to get some, you know. So there you go. If you want to add like a paywall, a little paywall to it, it's not that bad. Especially in November right now, there's people that have millions of stubs. It's such an easy, no money spent game this year. So hopefully y'all enjoy the video and kind of like the idea. Let me know down in the comments section some of your thoughts and ideas of how we could implement theme building, theme teams, and better team building into MLB The Show, where we get more diverse lineups. Lineups are pretty diverse already, but this would add a whole new level of diversity, I think, and would encourage people to use different cards, because there are some people out there that just want to use a God Squad. So maybe they see a chemistry, something like that, they can, you know, they can use some other types of cards, whatever. Anyways, let me know in the comments what you guys think, and enjoy the video. Be sure to like, and like I said, I got a lot more videos coming, so you're gonna get tired of me and you're gonna love me a lot. So appreciate y'all. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I will see y'all on the next video. Peace.